Did you know that World War II officially ended in 1945, but one Japanese soldier continued fighting until 1974? What would make a man believe he was still at war for nearly 3 decades after everyone else had gone home? In December 1944, Lieutenant Hiroo Onoda was sent to Lubang Island in the Philippines with orders that would haunt him for the next 29 years. His commanding officer, Major Taniguchi, gave him explicit instructions: conduct guerrilla warfare, never surrender, and never take his own life. What Taniguchi couldn't predict was that it would take him nearly 3 decades to return and relieve Onoda of this duty. When the war ended in 1945, Onoda and 3 other soldiers retreated into the jungle mountains of Lubang Island. They survived on bananas, coconuts, and stolen rice from local villages. Over the years, they engaged in deadly skirmishes with locals, allegedly killing up to 30 civilians whom they believed were enemy forces. The outside world tried everything to convince them the war was over. Leaflets were dropped from planes, loudspeakers broadcast surrender messages, and family letters were scattered throughout the jungle. But Onoda dismissed everything as Allied propaganda. One by one, his companions either surrendered or were killed. By 1972, Onoda was completely alone. In 1974, a young Japanese explorer named Norio Suzuki found Onoda in the jungle. Even then, the stubborn soldier refused to surrender, saying he would only accept orders from his commanding officer. Suzuki returned with Major Taniguchi, who had kept his promise from 1945. On March 9, 1974, Taniguchi finally told Onoda his mission was over. Emerging from the jungle in his tattered but intact uniform, the 52-year-old Onoda formally surrendered his sword to Philippine President Ferdinand Marcos, who pardoned him for his wartime actions. He returned to Japan as a national hero, embodying what many saw as the ultimate expression of loyalty and duty. So what drives a man to fight a war that ended decades ago? Perhaps it was the unbreakable bond between a soldier and his orders, proving that sometimes the most extraordinary stories come from the most ordinary sense of duty.